We're checking in with another exciting tea and things. I'm always chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? Thank you guys for tuning in. It's another Wednesday.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we are going to get into it.
Another dollar make you want to holler.
All right. So, I feel like every week we're starting with a moment of silence because the world is so crazy.
Oh, my God.
Like, so crazy. So, we definitely want to take a moment of silence and prayers for the families and the victims of the mass shooting in the Chicago area in Highland Park.
Oh, my
On the
gosh.
4th.
That's terrible.
6 shot, dead, 30 wounded. Crazy. You can't even go to a family parade with your family.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, it's so awful. So
That's
sad.
terrible.
So definitely want to send our condolences and our prayers for those families. And if we could just take a moment of silence and everybody can just, keep the families in your prayers. So unexpected. You think you're just going to a family outing and here goes the
nonsense.
Here goes the nonsense. So
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, definitely keep them in your prayers. All right. So moving on to much better news.
Okay.
We'll be saying congrats to, oh my God, this is one of my favorite couples.
Okay.
Big Sean and Janae Aiko announced that they are pregnant. Well, she is pregnant.
Oh,
and this is their first baby together. And they've been together since 2016.
Oh,
So,
I like Big Sean. And he's the one that was with Ariana Grande before.
Yes, he was.
And he was heartbroken, and then he got with Janae.
Yeah, she's beautiful also.
Yes.
And
I love her music.
I was gonna say her music is standing ovation phenomenal.
Yeah, I love her music.
Yeah.
So they're having a baby.
They're having a baby. So exciting. I feel like everybody been dropping these babies.
Girl,
lately,
COVID.
Right?
COVID help them get a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Look, first they was close and they was still using the rubbers. Then COVID happened. They like, hey, I ain't got time to keep ordering stuff off of Amazon.
Shantae telling her age, y'all. She said rubber. I don't even know if these young kids today know that is.
Girl, no. They be like, what? What's a rubber?
That is hilarious.
Look, they ain't even pulling out the jimmies anymore.
All right. So yeah, youngsters just Google rubber, whatever. We're not gonna go into that, but also, which was in my hometown, New Orleans.
Wow.
Essence Festival was great.
Oh
but
yeah.
I gotta tell you guys something really cool.
What?
Janet tore it up, of course, but guess what? She had some technical difficulties doing her show.
Okay.
She's 50. Janet's 56 now. Oh my God, Janet's 56.
Wow.
And she still can kill it. Okay. But the sound went out doing her show. But you know what? She old school, so she knew how to keep that shit moving.
Right. She kept dancing and dancing. She didn't even miss a beat.
They didn't even know.
Wow. They probably thought that was a part of it.
She didn't even miss a beat. So
hey, she's
kudos
a career performer. All y'all other performers out there need to take a note out of her book, baby.
I know, like some lip syncers, they would have been like, wait, hold on. The sound is out.
Exactly.
And then been wanting to fight people.
Because guess what? It's so crazy because I was watching the BET Music Awards, okay? So I missed it, and then I recorded it. So I went back and watched it. But there were a few performers that I have got to say were struggling. I ain't gonna name no names. But I'm just saying.
And a dirty laundry. We want to know.
They were struggling, and I'm like, that's where I feel like the A&R needs to come back. Because some of these artists, they just get out there, and they might be good writers. They may be good studio singers. But then when they get out there in person, they can't deliver.
They forgot the words.
They forgot the words.
Jada, we are glad you remembered your words, girl. Because your sound went out, but you kept it control.
That is funny. How about when I was watching Versus one time? Patti LaBelle was on there. Girl, she done forgot all her words and then got mad at the people on the teleprompter.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't put my words up there.
Like, this ain't karaoke, lady.
Like, Patti.
This ain't karaoke. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Let me find out.
And I got even better news for y'all.
Okay.
All right. Hi, Shalita, Zuri, Aisha watching.
Oh, shit.
We got people on our other channel, too.
Yes. Hey, y'all.
You guys are faithful. All right. So, I love this. Travis is getting responsible.
Oh,
Travis Scott,
Lord.
Yeah. On Monday, he and Meek Mill did a show.
Okay.
And Travis saw the crowd getting a little crazy and doing dangerous things.
Okay.
He stopped the damn show.
I know
and
he did.
One man dressed like Spider-Man climbing up the light.
What's wrong with people?
He came ready.
Look, he been locked up way too
I want
long.
some damn money, and I'm going to Travis show, and I'm going to act like Spider-Man. But Travis wasn't having it on Monday.
No,
he
man.
Stopped that shit.
That's good.
He shut it down.
First of all, he's like, I am not trying to get sued anymore. Okay? No more.
So Spider-Man, climb on down.
Climb on down.
So
we gonna make it do something else. We ain't gonna make it do that.
I was pretty impressed by that. I was pretty impressed.
He grew.
He grew. In a year, right?
Hey,
it was about last August.
Listen, right? Money and losing it make you grow, okay? Fast. In a hurry.
Well, he definitely grew. He definitely put Spider-Man and all them other crazy people in check.
Great news, Trav. We knew you could do it.
Yeah. So, we're going to get into our topic of the night, and I need you guys to join in.
Oh,
because I know that you guys face this a lot.
Okay.
So,
what are we talking about tonight, sister?
We are going to be talking about stop forcing your beliefs on me. And what that means, and when it's your loved ones, just kind of, because it's okay. See, people get confused with getting advice.
Right.
Giving advice.
Uh-huh.
And forcing your belief on me.
Right.
So, we're going to define this thing.
We're gonna work it out.
And work it out and figure out how to.
So I'm going to give you a scenario.
To calm these people down.
I'm going to give you a scenario. So say if you are in a relationship. Right?
Okay.
And you are a Christian. Yeah. And so you're a Christian and the person that you're dating is a Jehovah's Witness. And they say to you, I'm not going to the church. The church is going to make me go straight to hell. And so that is the reason why we are either going to not go to church because I'm a Jehovah's Witness or you going to come to Kingdom Hall with me. Is that forcing a belief?
So that could be forcing a belief. I think that there's plenty of relationships that's healthy. And I know plenty where some they may live as a Catholic and a Baptist. I even know relationships they live as a Republican and a Democrat.
Right.
And it's all about respecting and all about respecting and all about it's okay to share it, but not to force it. You can't force something on someone.
But I think you said the perfect word, which is respect. Because when you respect somebody, you know that they're going to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like when somebody is forcing something on you, they're not respecting you. They're not respecting who you are as a person. They're not respecting your opinion. And they're not respecting, your belief. Because if you're trying to constantly convince me that I'm wrong or basically tell me, no, you have to do it this way, you're not respecting me. So how do you nip that in the bud?
So I think that...
Total disrespect.
So I think that people don't try to disrespect. I don't think people try to disrespect, but I think
Look,
when people have a strong belief, they don't, they're trying to share it with you. But that's where the line goes.
The line.
And forcing. There's a
So
line.
there's a line. So most people walk it like this. They be so close, walking the fine line, right? So they're walking the fine line, and then what? So when do you cross it? Do you cross it when you continue to nag them?
Well,
or do you cross it, or are you still safe if you only bring it up 3 times in a conversation? If you bring it up 10 times, are you forcing it?
Yeah, that's forcing.
So if we having a conversation and I say, well, the Republicans think blah 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 blah.
Well, no, that's fine. A conversation is fine.
Right. It's when you say, no, you can't be like that because blah, blah, blah. Is that when you feel like they cross the line? Like when they tell you that the way you doing it or the way you living is wrong?
Well, if it's good advice, see, that's why there's that line. That's that line.
That's
okay.
that line. That's that line.
Shalita says, sometimes 2 people can compromise, but forcing someone on something just don't work. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can compromise because sometimes you may not know about different things.
Mm-hmm.
And this could be this person's belief or whatever, and they may educate you.
Yeah.
So it's okay to share and educate, but it's not okay that you share, you've educated me.
Now move on.
Now I make my own decision.
Well, so Robin says she thinks some people tend to overshare.
I agree with that.
So it's like, okay, you shared your opinion. Why are you continuing to share it?
Right.
Okay, you're oversharing at this point.
And I definitely agree with that. And so there's so many people and so many subjects where people try to just force different things on you.
Right.
And it's okay, that might work for you, but it doesn't work for me.
Right. And it's okay.
But I don't want to, I don't want to be in a confrontation with you.
Right. It's like, okay, I understand, and it's okay. And we're moving on now. So that's like when you agree to disagree. Some people don't know how to agree to disagree.
And people do it. It's so rude, and people do it in so many ways they don't even know. You know what I mean? Like I could think of times where I'm just sitting on an airplane.
Right.
Where the hell is your headset? Because you're forcing your music on me while I'm trying to damn sleep.
Not sleep.
Seriously, because you're just blasting your music. How rude is that? Like how rude?
Well, so there was a situation that we had a couple nights ago where we were at this restaurant, right? And this girl was talking really loud, like really loud.
Forcing her damn conversation on you.
Forcing her conversation on me. So what I did was I decided to talk just as loud.
Oh, God.
And as soon as I did it, she settled down.
Why weren't they thrown out? Restaurant manager.
I couldn't believe how loud she was talking. And then she had the nerve. Her daughter was playing Baby Shark loud.
Yeah.
Like she was at the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I started doing the snake. They was cracking up laughing at me. I was acting a fool.
Yeah, that is hilarious. But we joking around right now, but there are like so many lines, like I'll give you a great example. Like my best friend, she is a vegan, okay? And so I'm always thinking when we go out to eat, let me try to accommodate her, like let's go to one of your spots. But she's always like, she's accommodating. She's not forcing her vegan life on me. She will educate me as she learns more about the
Right.
vegan life. Like, well, meat does this and meat does that, but she doesn't force it on me. When we're ordering food, she's like,
Right.
oh my God, you guys shouldn't eat meat, this and that.
Right.
She's always like, no, I'm the vegan in the group, so let's go eat wherever you all want to eat.
Right.
Because there's always a salad on the menu, right?
Right.
Wherever you go.
Right.
So I feel like she educates us.
Is a good
It's
example.
a great example, but she's not forcing her life and where you can't, and there's other times that I've been out with people and they say, oh my God, just.
And the thing is anytime somebody starts talking to me about that, I'm like, listen, you don't know what my dietary needs are, first of all. And sometimes when you start cutting stuff out of your diet before you really understand you and what you need, you might be messing up your whole storyline.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people, like it, you can't have a person like me who's not a nutritionist or a doctor,
right,
tell you about your diet.
Right.
Because I'll tell y'all this. I went vegetarian and gained 30 pounds. You know why? Because I wasn't educated enough to do it. So I ate way more carbs trying to get full.
Right.
And I fucking gained 30 pounds.
Well, I can tell you
that didn't work for me, but I had to get with a nutritionist to find what would work with me.
Yeah, because I called myself trying to cut out red meat. And guess what? I had a low blood count, which requires you to eat more red meat. And so I then became sick because I wasn't eating the red meat. So I'm just like, okay, don't tell me anything about what I need to be doing. I'll let my doctor tell me what I need to do.
Y'all hear that? Shantae said her doctor.
Okay? My doctor.
But it is okay to share and educate people because that's how we learn.
That's
people
true.
Sharing and educating, but don't try to just force all your beliefs on.
Right. Every time I come to your house, don't just be giving me a
well, that's okay.
Give me some chicken on my salad, girl.
Chantel need protein on that salad.
I need protein on my salad. Don't play with me. Don't be talking about here's some tofu. It tastes just like chicken. No, it don't.
No, it don't.
No, ma'am, it does not.
but the other side of this is when is your, like my best friend is good because she knows, she educates me. And there's some things,
and you're gonna take what you need to take from it,
right? And there's some things that I, like, her vegan butter tastes as good as my regular butter. So thanks, bestie. I buy the vegan butter; it works for me, you know. But she didn't force anything on me,
right?
So let's talk about these people that are forcing things on you,
right?
How do we, in a nice way, pipe them down?
I think so for
when
me,
it's your friends and your family, it's,
Well, for me, I am like respectfully blunt. So I'm like, listen, we're gonna have to just agree to disagree because I don't agree with what you're saying, and I don't want to get mad with you.
Okay, that's a good way.
I just straight up tell them, look, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I respect what you're saying, but I don't want to keep talking about this because I'm about to get mad.
Okay. And I can respect that. And especially when it comes to, religion and politics and things like that.
Because folks will go on and on and on about that mess.
You have to respectfully give somebody your opinion. Well, I think this candidate is great because of this, and this.
Right.
And I think this candidate is not great because of this, and this. But you can't just be like, oh, you need to vote for this person, the taxes, the this, the that.
Right.
Sometimes there's other reasons.
Right.
Why people don't want to vote.
Right.
For who they want to vote for. I don't know. Y'all tell us what y'all think. What's a respectfully way to shut somebody down that's trying to force you to do it their way or their belief.
And the thing is like, especially when you care about the person, you might let them go on a little bit longer than what you probably should. You probably gonna go back and forth with them 1 or 2 times, but when you start feeling like you about to bubble up inside, then that's when you just gotta be very direct. You can't really beat around the bush because they're gonna keep going. Or the only other way you could do it is be like, hey, let me call you back.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to shut it down.
Let me call you back. Like, they just talking and talking and talking. You be like, hey, let me call you back. Because at that point, you having to cut them off in the middle of their sentence because you already know you about to go off.
Yeah, that's a good way to, shut off people that are trying to shove it down your throat
or
force you.
Or when you see their phone call, send them the voicemail a couple of times, and then answer their call on the fifth time they call, and then be like, hey. And then they probably won't talk about it no more. They'll be like, oh, you was ignoring me? Oh, child, I don't be wanting to talk about that crazy stuff you talking about. And then that's like a funny way to kind of let them know, like, okay, I didn't really like the last, like, interchange we had, so let's not go there again.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a good way. And especially, when people are just so forceful with everything. Like, you gotta come in.
So Robin said her facial expression says it all.
Okay.
Then she like, hey, look, stop talking to me about that.
And that's a good way too, because people get confrontational when you don't want to hear them.
Oh, Carol said your friend is the type of friend she needs to be around. Don't mess with her pork chops.
Don't mess with her pork. Yeah, and that's the thing. She can sit and eat her food, and we will have a great time eating. Right. And she doesn't comment on your food.
Right.
You
do you, I do me.
Yeah, and let you enjoy. But I have been around some people that's like, oh my God, you shouldn't eat that meat. Okay,
well,
it's okay, but
I had a really
I'm trying to enjoy my meal.
years ago tell me, worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. So if you worry about yourself, then you won't be telling me what I need to be doing with me and myself. Okay?
Okay. Lulu says, I just say something like, interesting.
That's a good one.
Perspective. I'm actually going to vote for such and such because, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And that's why I said, especially when it comes to like politics, things like that, like certainly.
Or the other thing you could do to shut people down, just get really quiet and say nothing, and they just going on and they be like, hello. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm still here, child. They be like, what you doing? I was like, oh well, I was over here. Rachel was asking me a question. They'd be like, you wasn't listening. I was. What you was saying now?
Shantae said, just give them the silent treatment, y'all.
Give them so that be direct.
Be direct.
Or give them the silent treatment.
Give them the silent treatment.
Put them on ignore for a couple of times that they call you, so they feel the hurt of not being able to talk to you, so they know you don't want to talk about that. And then the next time you address them, say, girl, we was talking about some crazy stuff. Let's not ever talk about that again.
Yeah, they say you literally shouldn't even be talking about religion and politics and all this stuff. I mean, of course, and as our friends and family, we do. But everybody got different beliefs, different reasons, different everything. Mm-hmm. Carol want to eat her pork chop, and girl, eat it.
Right.
And me one too.
Right, and Nene gonna eat mine because I realize now my stomach don't want that.
If Lulu says being direct is better, I agree.
Yeah.
We talked about our no, but this isn't like a no conversation.
But the funny thing is, I got a lot of people calling me last week telling me about their no stories. That was awesome, guys. That was awesome. I had at least 3 people say, based on that, I started using the word no.
Yeah.
And Nene showed me a new way to do it.
Close-ended.
You just like, no. That's it. There ain't nothing else to say.
So now, these people that's forcing their beliefs on us, and it's okay to share. And don't get me wrong, if you guys have a topic or a belief or anything, I love to be educated.
Right. That's not what we're saying.
I know a lot, but there's a lot I don't know.
and this is the thing. That's not. We're not saying don't share your opinion, but don't let that opinion become fact that nobody else has an opinion.
And Shantae just said it all.
Yeah, don't let your opinion become a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your word is bond.
Oh, Carol says, let's not go there if we can't agree. Since we can't agree. Let me get it right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We all
there's so many nice, sweet ways, because the thing is, if you really care about somebody, they really care about you, they should be able to respect that.
I have had people try to force their ball team on me. Crazy.
They're like, you gonna be a Falcons fan.
They're not gonna make me be a Falcons fan. That ain't gonna happen. But I will say, New Orleans people don't come for me because the Hawks have put a lot of money in my pocket. I got a love for them, right?
Right.
They put a lot of money in my pocket. So I gotta ride or die for them. And hey. So, but I love the Hawks. I love them. I do. They've done a lot for me as a community.
She's like,
they pay me a lot of money. They give me great courtside seats. No, but on the real, I do love the Hawks. But I don't force it on other people. I mean, again, y'all must have the best friend, right? Because we all from New Orleans, and her and I, we always go see the Hawks and the Pelicans. You love your team.
Yeah. I love
and
mine.
I'm going to love mine. The Hawks, the players have even booted me up a little bit. Like, Auntie, what you doing? What's going on with this Pelican thing? I'm like, I'm not with them people because they be dressed all in the Pelicans colors.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not with
them. That is too funny.
Too funny.
So we got 3 minutes.
Okay.
Do we got a tip?
I have a great tip.
Okay.
Tonight.
What is our tip for the night?
We are going to get into our 5-minute tip and chop it down in 3. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So our tip for the night is, so I try to do it every 6 months, but it should be done at least once a year.
Okay.
And I got a new word for us, y'all. It's called a subscription check. Okay. So
what the hell is that? I need to know about this. It sounds like money in my pocket.
Right. So what you want to do is write down, like, because we get these 7-day trials and this and that and all this stuff, right? And you're on a subscription for $3.99, $5.99, $6.99.
Yeah.
So write down all the subscriptions you have. I try to do it like at least once every 6 months. But it should be done like once a year, but at least once every 6 months. But also, so you want to get rid of the stuff you don't use. You might have signed up for, I don't know, Stars just because this particular show is on. Now the show is off.
Right.
Get rid of it for those 6 months or whatever. You're not held in a contract.
Right.
So whatever, until or get rid of it for the year.
Right.
Until the show come back on. You'll be surprised once that gym. Now you done started buying stuff for your house, but your gym membership is only $10, $12.99.
Right, and it's just there.
But your ass haven't gone in a year, so
and you still paying.
Chop it.
Yes,
and
man.
then there's other subscriptions that we can sign up for that saves us money. If you're a person like me, I wash my car every week, and the guy had to tell me, he's like, Nia, you come and wash your car every single week.
Right, so that's $40. Why don't you
just
get a $40?
Just get the subscription for $25.
Right.
I save money. I go get a massage at least, I try to go once a month. I do go once a month, but I ended up just getting a subscription because I save like $30 by getting a subscription for going once a month.
Oh.
So
well, there you go.
Get rid of the ones you
ain't
using at all. You'll be surprised how many come on and how much you save, like $50 a month, $100 a month.
Wow.
And then that extra money you're spending, see if they have a subscription.
Or like my cheap self, whenever you see something that says 7-day trial, whatever I'm looking at, I literally look at it and then I cancel. If I gotta put my card in, there is like a huge chance that I ain't gonna do it.
And that's good and smart because I'm signed up for everything.
Right. If
I
I
have to
gotta
do
put
the subscription check.
if I gotta do if I gotta put my debit card in there, probably not gonna do it.
All right, that's good and that's smart. But guess what? When you sign up, Amazon already got that debit card in there.
Yes, they do.
So
that is a fact.
They don't
Jack.
ask for it when you're signing up for all these free trials.
Right.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I gotta go home tonight because I got probably about $25 worth of stuff I don't even watch. You know, because it be so
right
minute. $2.99, $3.99.
Right. You be like, what is this?
But when you add it all up, it's
right.
like, okay, this gotta go. So that is
that
my
is
5-minute tip for us tonight. Save us some money.
And thank you guys for always tuning in to N Thangz every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Because of you guys, we're continuously growing. You can find us on YouTube. Of course, you know, you can find us on Facebook. We now are on Twitter and Instagram. So come check your girls out. We're always doing a bunch of fun stuff on the weekends. So come like our pictures, hang out with us, and always tune in at 9 p.m. Of course, if you ever have any topics, you can email us at N Thangz with a Z at gmail.com. We love you guys and thank you so much for always supporting us.
Peace.
We love you. Peace.